following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is Girls Talk, Boys Talk, presented by Invisalign, trusted by over 500 NFL players for their winning smiles. And broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your host, Nicole Hutchison.
Hey, Cowboys Nation. Welcome into Girls Talk, Boys Talk, presented by Invisalign here in the SWBC studio. I'm Nicole Hutchison alongside Aisha Morrison and Jess Tavares. How are y'all doing today, ladies? It is Friday.
It's
Doesn't feel
all
like
gloomy outside.
Yeah.
Rainy.
I'm not going to lie. I just woke up from a nap. So
It was a good nap.
It was a very good nap.
Was it really?
Yeah. I had to be at work very early this morning, and I saw the weather. I said, after this, I'm taking a nap. So a nap it was.
I'm okay.
Snap.
You okay?
Yep.
You know what time it is?
Don't do it.
We're awake. Wait, no,
yeah,
stop.
Jazzy, just
Stop.
hit it. Jazzy,
No,
just please hit it. Please. We're begging you.
I thought y'all needed a little boost.
We're good.
No,
Well,
no,
look, we're
no.
awake.
Wake up! Yep. Wake up! You get double trouble today.
I'm screaming because
great.
the fact that you do it in the same tone, at the
Absolutely.
same key, in the
No,
same
literally.
key, with the same pitch every time, is just the fact that you
It's
mastered
that.
it is torturous.
It's
really.
sick.
Torturous is crazy. Wow. All right. 3 days. Friday, Saturday. Yes. 3 days.
Yep.
Until the Cowboys kick off against the Panthers in Carolina. Of course, the Cowboys lead the all-time series 11-5. But on the road, well, the Cowboys lead 6-3 record. But we haven't had a chance to talk about Rico Dowdle. And you talk about Dallas put up the season best 156 rushing yards with a guy named Rico Dowdle leading the way. That snapped a 20-game streak with fewer than 150 rushing yards as a team. Longest stretch in franchise history. Shout out to Kyle Yeomans for that big fact, for putting that on the website. Actually, if you want to check out Big Facts, it comes out every Wednesday. Anyways, just have to give him a little love there.
yeah.
But, yeah, that's just the stat there. The last game with 150 yards rushing was 160 yards performance against the Giants in Week 10 in 2023.
Jesus, mushrooms.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Ouch.
How much of an opportunity do you feel like the Cowboys will have to run the football? Because you talk about a Panthers team who is ranked dead last in rushing defense.
Yeah, well, here's what I think it's going to come down to, because earlier this week, Mike McCarthy really talked about wanting to create opportunity for Rico Dowdle to become what he said, a third down back. So we know he's productive on first down, second down, third down conversions, not really his strong suit yet. And I'm guessing, if I had to make my best guess to what could help that, more opportunities. And this is the perfect game of opportunity for your run game, Nicole, like you said. Not only that, but I specifically point to third downs because it hasn't been the Cowboys' strong suit, specifically in the red zone. Keep in mind right now, third down conversions for the Cowboys, they rank 27th in the NFL with 35.29%. And here's where I think it's a game of opportunity, because Carolina, their opponent third down conversion percentage, last in the NFL. It is 47.65% of the time. At home, it's actually lower than their away percentage. At home, it's 45.68% that they get that third down conversion on their defense. But for me, I think this is a game you start to test the waters with Rico Dowdle, because let's look at what the facts are. Facts are probably not going to the playoffs, or we can say that. And so you have, 3 weeks left in the season after this?
No, week
4?
15. 1, 2, 3.
3 after this week.
Yes.
And so Rico Dowdle going to be a free agent next year. Kind of where I'm thinking is you're going to see a little bit more of him becoming that third down back if Mike McCarthy can do it. And so really it comes down to what it sounded like talking to Mike was he really wanted to get the most amount of offensive plays in the game. They're not able to do that because they're not converting on third down like they'd like to. So in order to get Rico more opportunity, obviously you have to convert and all that maths basically. But I think this is a good favorable game for Rico to get those opportunities, get him some good tape. You don't know if he'll be here or not next year, which is sad to think about. 3 more weeks.
Man.
And some of these very familiar faces might not wear a star next season. So got to start thinking of it that way, put some good tape on for him and see what he can do.
I think he should be here next year. So you don't have to waste a draft pick on a running back, or maybe you bring in an extra running back if you don't decide to stick with Zeke and keep him here, or keep Dalvin Cook here. But it's like, why not? You got him here.
What was interesting is talking about I guess, a third down back who McCarthy really liked. It sounded like Hunter Lipke, which he will be here next year.
Absolutely.
So that could also be a route that they decide to take, and maybe not necessarily get anybody that they plan to use in the immediate future if they keep Rico. But I think if things don't pan out with Rico, you can expect to see a little bit more Hunter Lipke, down the field. Then in red zone, it kind of seems like they're going to keep their plan of using Zeke where he fits best in the red zone, short yardage. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Jess that the matchup is favorable. When you look within the numbers of the Panthers, I mean, you're going to see a lot of light boxes. They also, too, they're the only team. You see how much teams are opting to run the ball against them. They have the most rush attempts against them as a defense in the NFL. So people clearly are like, hey, you're not good at this. So we're going to do it over and over and over again. As far as and also too, when you look on their injury front, they have already ruled out their rookie linebacker, Trevin Wallace, with a shoulder injury. You're familiar with Trevin Wallace. I remember we talked about him in the draft stuff. He's out with a shoulder injury. Janavian Clowney is dealing with a knee injury. They have a few injuries across their front seven that would make you say, okay, well, maybe if those guys are a little banged up, that works in Dallas's favor in that sense. So some secondary players as well. They don't care about the fact that their boxes are light. They don't mind that, I guess. It makes no sense to me. They don't feel like they should be bringing like a safety or anyone down. So it just is what it is with them. But I do think that Dallas is going to have opportunities to run the ball in this game. And we've seen some synergy. I believe, because you look at a TJ Bash, you look at a Brock Hoffman, you look at these gentlemen, they play together. They've played together. Anytime they're getting those second stream reps during training camp, practice and stuff, there's some cohesiveness there. Also too, it sounds like Chumi Doga is going to be getting the start at left tackle. I like some of the stuff he did in the run. Obviously, he has his issues in pass pro. However, he did hold up pretty well. So yeah, I mean, just run the ball. Make things easier on Cooper Rush. Don't try to do anything fancy schmancy.
Yeah.
Just run it.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. How are you expecting them to run the ball? Is that in between the tackles? Do you feel like there's a little bit more outside zone? How do you use Rico Dowdle in these situations against the Panthers?
I say this with the most respect I possibly can. It don't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
It don't matter. You get a little bit more run support from 1 second. You get a little bit more run support from my bad. Let me get my life. Oh yeah, DJ Wanham. He has showed the ability. He takes interest in the run. He can shed blocks. He can get off tackles. He's a guy that is going to challenge you in the run game some, but Jadeveon Clowney don't care about none of that.
I mean, and to be fair, too, when Rico, seemingly the last 2 games when he's gotten hot and he gets going, it doesn't matter. It's Rico's going to shed blocks and run wherever he needs to run. So in that case, I think, you get Rico going where he needs to go, and then maybe, just maybe, you can see a little bit more of the run game packages open up a little bit from McCarthy. A little Turpin, a little Ceedee, some Lipke, who I think is the most likely. This is the game for that. And, going forward after this week, 3 games after Sunday, which is, I cannot believe that. But now's the time to do it.
Yeah.
Now's the time to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't run at his side. I wouldn't run at DJ Wanham's side.
Okay.
If you are gonna, I wouldn't, because he's definitely their best edge as far as setting edge, and containing. So
I think the key is also sticking to it. If you see Rico bursting for 19 yards again or like a 15-yard gain, just stick to it, especially if you're in the goal line. And I wonder if it's maybe like a Rico thing or if it's Mike McCarthy trying to figure out different things when you get to the red zone. What are y'all thinking?
I hope this is all. But Clarence Hill, he gave some clarity as to why, what was going on. And it sounds like Rico needed a breather, needed some time, which is, in my opinion, is to be expected. I'm going to be straight up with y'all. Like, even with Hunter Lipke is being used as an extra offensive lineman so much that we haven't really seen as many running opportunities with him. I would like to see more of him, as you mentioned before, Jess.
Yeah.
And, with Zeke, you're not seeing the production when he's on the field. You're getting negative plays. So it's like, who do you have to give him a breather? This is also more snaps than he has taken most of his career. It's more carries
Not
than
ever, yeah.
And he told the media this week that he feel like he can play another 12 games.
I believe that. He still needs to huff and puff when he, and this is conditioning. This is good for him, clearly. Like, this is good for him, seeing what it's like to take on the number one role and what it calls for, because we talked about some of the preparation he's taken and trying. But, it sounds like we got some clarity on that side of things earlier today. And I understand that. Because, again,
you can only do so much.
Who's going to come in for me? But he also, too, baby, it was hitting last week.
Yeah, they were physical.
They were trying.
They were
very
physical last week.
And not only that, too, but I think Rico came into this season in probably the best shape he has been in. But football shape, as we've talked about, kind of takes a little more turn, and he's building that football stamina as compared to just being in good shape. He's in football shape.
You remember when Zeke would run the whole game?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now, it kind of puts the way that the NFL has changed, y'all, and become a by committee type thing. When you think about a guy like a Zeke and how many carries he took, and he would run the whole game almost. So it's to put that in perspective, it's just dang, bro, the running back position's changed so much.
Yeah, and he said that he's also been more focused on the way he's eating, the way he's taking care of his body a lot
You can
more
see it.
compared to the start of the season.
He looks quicker.
Because he said that he cut out red meat.
He looks quicker than I think I have seen him be.
Yeah.
I know we've seen him as a returner sometimes, but some of his acceleration, you see him accelerate, especially when he's bouncing to the outside. I'm like, okay, Rico, I see you. I see you.
Yeah, no.
He just looks lighter on his feet a
agree.
little bit.
I
A little
agree.
bit more, how do I say this? Energized, lighter on his feet, going. He's floating on air.
Red meat
Man's
make
floating
you
on
sleepy,
air.
sister.
floating on air.
What is it called? The meat sweats?
Red meat to make
Have
you
you
sleepy.
heard of that?
Really?
Yeah. You've
I
never
should probably know that.
Yeah.
Have you heard?
It slows down
It's a
your
real
digestion.
thing.
It slows down. It
meat
takes your body
sweats.
longer to break it down. It's all right.
That's crazy.
Anyway.
Red meat's like pizzas and stuff, right? Like the pepperoni.
No, red meat, steak,
Oh,
red
see, I don't
meat.
eat steak.
Like steak,
so you're good.
burgers.
When it's not
Hardly eat
when it's not
burgers.
cooked all the way through.
That's why I don't
Yeah, I don't mess with that either.
stay away from that.
It
All
freaks
right.
me out.
No, ma'am. All right. If the Cowboys, since you had kind of alluded to this, you have nothing else to lose at this point.
Yeah.
If they get out there offensively struggling, can't execute in the red zone, would this be an opportunity to finally give Trey Lance a shot?
Why not? Why not? How do you feel about it? Because, you need to... or do you already know?
Well, here's my thing.
Because that's the thing.
Make your decision on what you want to do with him. Because to me, if their decision's already made that, hey, we really are cutting ties after this year, to be honest, they're not going to do that. They're not going to give him any more opportunity because they're like, hey, we gave it to you.
Yeah.
You did what you did. That is what it is. I think it depends on what their plan is with him going forward. Because keep in mind, Cooper Rush is also under a contract year this year. So you're only going to re-sign one backup quarterback. Okay? If they've made up their mind to who it is, it's not going to be the guy not getting the job next year. To me, it's going to be very telling if you don't see Trey Lance these next 4 weeks, including this weekend. It should tell you what their plans are with him. Now, personally, do I think that's the right approach? No. I think you should see him because, dang, give Cooper Rush a break. This is the most playing time this man has seen in years. You can tell. He's getting a little more comfortable, but dang, sometimes he's fighting for his life out there. I'm like, Cooper, breathe. Like it almost stresses me out for him. But yeah, at this point, why not? Why not? It could throw a lot of people for a good loop. And maybe this isn't the opponent to do it for, arguably.
Maybe
It
because
is.
baby, they got, I don't know.
I think it is the
How
opportunity
many,
to do
sacks,
that.
how many sacks they got on there? I can't remember it.
They are
It's not-
fifth. Oh, well, no, you're talking about defense. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Slow moment there.
No, it's okay. You're like, hold on.
Friday.
Yeah, it is. Wake up.
Woo! Let me wake up. All right, my bad, my bad.
At you. Wake up.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jazzy.
That's really how I sound.
It
Yes,
really
Nugget.
is.
That's
Right
how
in
you
our
sound,
ears.
Nugget.
Every day. But we love you for that.
That's crazy.
No, but to be honest, I would kind of, yes, this could be the team to do it if you want like maybe some easy confidence building. But to me, throw it in a loop for a different game, like a little more challenging game. I don't know.
Heck no, you got the Buccaneers up next, then you got the Eagles, and
The
you
Bucs
got Washington
defensive
again.
line is-
Absolutely
To
not.
Washington.
Absolutely not.
Every single
This
one of
is
those
a ga-
defensive lines is better than this.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I don't want.
Again,
Every single one.
what the hell do you have to lose at this point?
That's what I'm saying. I
Nah.
would like to see Trey Lance in maybe split it up. First half, Cooper Rush. If there's no execution there, you're struggling offensively.
Because with
Why
respect,
the hell not?
I mean,
these are preseason games with stars
yeah.
in there. To be
Yeah.
honest, because you got to think
Yeah.
too. Like when you talk about Philly and Washington, if they've got their stuff laced up, ain't no telling if they're gonna play their starters anyway in these last couple games.
well, there you go.
So this
Even
is-
better. Put them in against
for
your
me-
non-starters.
Yeah, I mean, I guess with me,
It depends.
Yeah, well, I guess with me,
yeah.
I mean, Steven referred to him as green when he was talking at the owners' meetings, which, lets me know that they clearly feel like he is. And he mentioned the fact that he hasn't played a lot of football. So they clearly do feel like he's not experienced and things like that. So it's like, okay, well, then he.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if they feel the responsibility to do that at this point. The whole thing is all weird because it's like you invested a 4th-round pick in this gentleman. We just talked about the running back room. Hello. You invested a 4th-round pick, and listen, like I know everyone understands the draft, but the 4th round is so rich. It's valuable. It's such a big day. Like just giving up 4th rounders like it's nothing is just making me sick to my stomach. Mind you, Jake Ferguson was a 4th-round pick. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know why they keep handling it this way. And it makes me wonder, like, if they are going to try. To your point, Jess, it is going to tell us something if
Yeah.
he's not out there because it's like, I don't mean to be mean. Why can't we have a cool backup quarterback?
Stop.
What I mean by that is like, there's other teams that got cool backup quarterbacks.
I see
They
what
come
you
in
mean.
and you be like,
Dang.
yeah, like they kind of fun, and then like
Well.
it's yeah. I mean, I'm just saying like it's just I'm just kind of looking at the landscape of backup quarterback in the NFL, and it's just kind of insane to me.
It's such a weird time too because I feel like the
You're
backup quarterbacks are the stars like of our generation, right? Like it was the Andy Daltons and everything that you're like, oh my gosh, you're a backup quarterback now. That's crazy. Like
Yeah.
it's the one stars, the names of
point.
the NFL. Like they are experienced backup quarterbacks to your point. And to be honest, it is difficult when you're in this position that you do have. Cooper Rush has experience. He doesn't
Yes.
have a lot of playing time. He has the experience, and he is very football smart. His football IQ is up there. When you're sitting there talking to him, he can chat. Here's a little quiet. You have to kind
I'm
of
screaming.
pull it out of him to be like, hey, talk to me. But he will, and he'll share things with you and talk to you about football. But, the Cowboys are in this position where you have a guy with experience that doesn't have a lot of playing time, and then you have a guy with really no experience with 0 to no playing time. Like, which one do you want to choose at this point?
What about?
goodness.
I was just thinking because you mentioned that Cooper Rush is a free agent,
Uh-huh.
and then Trey Lance is also one too. Yes, no. But Dak's injury. When is he supposed to be back?
He should be back by next year. What?
By
He
next
should.
year training camp or next year was it?
Honestly,
summer-
I
summer
wouldn't
down.
be shocked if we don't see him through training camp.
because you can't.
And
go,
that's I wouldn't be shocked because
That's why I'm
age,
asking.
point in his career,
Yeah.
extent of injury, I just wouldn't be surprised.
we don't know any timetables. By
Yeah,
the way.
no, we don't.
But that's why I'm asking because I'm like, well, you can't go into OTAs, rookie mini camp, because it
Without
don't sound like
quarterback.
he's going to be ready for that, because that's right after the draft. This stuff comes right after. So it's like, well, what are they going to do? What's the... Sorry. My mind
No,
just started...
you're
the
fine.
wheels
That is-
start
that's
turning,
valid.
because I'm like, what's going to happen?
If you're going that route, they stick with Cooper Rush.
If you're
Guarantee it.
going that route, do you draft a quarterback at some point in time? Later, not early.
No, I
clearly.
know. I'm just saying, with every
That's a good
other need
yeah.
you have, do you? It's a fantastic point.
Because I don't understand. I think that Dak and his injury, and obviously he's had some key injuries this last couple years. Does that factor into if we don't see Trey Lance, and if Trey Lance is like a later thing in their minds, if they're trying to get him ready, or if it's Cooper Rush? We've seen, I think, in fairness, in this season, you'll have the culmination of the 5 games that Cooper Rush played before, and then this enough to say, is this a backup quarterback that gets us over the hump?
Well, I also think that would go hand in hand with what your coaching staff looks like next year.
Lord, we just starting stuff.
No, I'm just saying.
No, this is a good conversation.
It is.
It
We gotta
rabbit
take
holes.
a break, I think.
We do
It
gotta
does.
take a break, though.
It's a big rabbit
It's a
hole.
lot of unknown, but there's certainly some known because the report just came out.
Oh my god.
Oh, we got a practice report.
We did.
We'll be right back. Girls Talk, Boys Talk, presented by Invisalign. We'll be right back after the break.
Hey y'all, Matt Pittman of Meat Church here. With football season kicking off, I'm already gearing up to bring the smoker back to AT&T Stadium for some epic tailgates. But with that Texas heat, it's crucial to keep my beer hand cramping cold. That's where Yeti's insulated Colster can cooler comes in clutch. This year, you can even get them with the iconic star engraved on the side. Licensed Yeti Cowboys gear is now available at Stadium Pro Shops, concessions, and on Yeti.com. Check it out today. Yeti, official cooler and drinkware of the Dallas Cowboys.
Discover Aiden, the official luggage partner of the Dallas Cowboys and Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Known for top-tier engineering and craftsmanship, Aiden offers more than just bags. Originating from Australia and designed in New York, it merges fashion, design, and culture. Used by Dallas Cowboys players, staff, and the entire organization, Aiden provides style and functionality for all travelers. Visit AidenTheBrand.com and use code AidenXCowboys for 25% off your purchase. Travel like your favorite stars with Aiden.
When you're on the field, you know what it takes to lead your team and play with confidence. But that confidence shouldn't just stop at game time. It should follow you off the field, too. Join over 500 NFL players who trust Invisalign, the #1 doctor-recommended clear aligner brand. Ready to take the first step towards a smile you'll love? Visit Invisalign.com/NFL and find a doctor near you today. Transform your smile and take your confidence to the next level, both on the field and off.
Cowboys fans, when it comes to navigating the ever-changing world of tax, your business needs a partner it can trust to tackle even your biggest tax challenges. Ryan is the largest firm in the world dedicated exclusively to business taxes. Our team of tax professionals has local expertise in all areas of tax and can help you uncover savings opportunities you didn't know you had. Learn more about how Ryan can improve your overall corporate tax performance by visiting Ryan.com. Ryan, the official tax partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
The Walter Payton Man of the Year award, presented by Nationwide, recognizes players who do more both on and off the field and around the community. Help Dallas Cowboys nominee Zach Martin raise funds for the National Medal of Honor Museum Foundation by casting your charity challenge vote on NFL.com/Man of the Year or tweet your support using the hashtag WPMOY challenge. Voting ends on January 6th. So go vote for Zach. I almost said September. Jeez. That's where I'm at. January, but not September, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That nap didn't help.
On
Clearly.
that note, we got some news, ladies. Cooper Beebe is ruled out officially from concussion that he suffered in last week's game. The impact that makes now, of course, that means possibly Brock Hoffman moved to center, TJ Bass in at right guard. Lord!
Yes.
Do you think that this offensive line is going to skip a beat? Because they were just starting to hit their stride as far as cohesiveness that y'all were just talking about.
They're going to be all right.
They're going to be all right. All right.
Honestly, it's in this case, we're talking about backup quarterbacks. Like, oh, you don't have a cool backup quarterback. You have a really cool backup center that can be chirpy and continue to
Yeah, you're right.
get the game going. And he knows how to communicate. He knows how to communicate well with Cooper Rush. And honestly, I think this is some of the best ball we've seen Brock Hoffman play. So
I'm excited to see him at center again, but I am a little sick because seeing him at right guard, I personally think he's fine at center. I think at right guard he just, I think it's because he doesn't have to deal with snapping the ball, his hands in the dirt. Like, he's able to just come off the ball, and we talk about the attitude he plays with. So he's coming off the ball and he strikes with this like ferocity. But I am kind of down because I thought like this would be a good opportunity for us to see him at right guard for give or take 6-7 games. To me, that is a good enough sample size for us to say, you're going to see multiple defensive lines. Okay, going into the draft, we don't know when Zach Martin's going to be back, all those details. Brock Hoffman could very well be your starting right guard next year if you believe that he's capable of that. When you start looking into the draft, just started. Just started. This guard class is not super, it's not a whole bunch of options.
Yeah.
So I think this also, too, is an opportunity, would have been an opportunity for Dallas to get more information about him at right guard. So moving forward, you aren't drafting for need or for panic because you don't know what's going to happen with Zach Martin.
From what y'all remember in training camp, do y'all think that Brock is a better player at right guard, or do y'all think he played better at center? From what y'all, the small sample that we saw at training camp.
I've always thought he was better at right guard.
I mean, I think now you have your established center for the foreseeable future, so there's no point in being like, oh, he's better at center. I think as long as you have Brock Hoffman on your team, you are in a good place because you have a versatile player who can play backup center, who can play backup right guard, if not starting right guard at some point in the future. That's a whole other conversation too. But
that's what I was just having.
But I think no matter what, if you have a guy like Brock Hoffman who, to me, just kind of reminds me of like an old school offensive lineman who you just don't get anymore. You don't.
That's what he said.
It's so rare that you have a guy like Brock who's. I love a good chirpy O lineman. As long as he's being smart with being chirpy, I don't have a problem with it. I love a good chirpy O lineman because it really gets the guys going and it shows that camaraderie and cohesiveness along your offensive line. And something I always really like to see is you're going to protect your quarterback like that. Good. Especially when he's coming off of an injury like he is. You better be chirpy like that and not let anybody touch that man. So, honestly, I think no matter where you put Brock, as long as you have a Brock Hoffman, you're in really good shape.
They're in a good spot, period. I mean, what a luxury with TJ Bass and Brock Hoffman. And again, right now, because of the energy and just being eliminated from the playoffs and stuff, you're evaluating, trying to figure out, you mentioned a great point about the coaching staff not knowing what that's going to look like. But as of right now, you have some backup offensive linemen that you are getting an opportunity to see play. We're going to get to see them rumble this week. And it's just another thing to just add a tick mark to, like, okay, this is, if you were to go get an interior offensive lineman, it might be more of a want than a need. Then, I personally need to tackle.
It's interesting, too. I'm just going through, like, conversations that I had with some of the guys during, like, OTAs and all of that. I remember TJ Bass was at pretty high regard at center as well. So if they ever felt like they needed to flip him back, TJ Bass can play center, and he was doing it really well. I think I repeated this multiple times on this podcast, but some of the guys, when I was talking to them, like when Cooper first got here, like, hey, where's your ranking of who's getting it the most? It was TJ, Brock, and then Cooper when OTA started. So TJ does understand the center position and he gets it. So that could also come in handy too if you're talking about like looking very forward ahead where you have a Cooper BB at center. Potentially, we don't know anything, but if the right guard position does become vacant, you could possibly have a Brock Hoffman and then a backup TJ Bass at center or right guard.
Let me ask y'all something. This might stir the pot.
Go ahead. We're stirring the pot on Twitter, apparently.
However,
Are we?
what?
Yeah.
Are we really?
Not that bad.
Oh, okay.
We just had someone take something out of context.
What 5 offensive linemen would you like to see? Zach Martin is healthy. Everybody healthy.
Do they stay healthy?
Yes.
That's my
They
question.
stay
Okay.
healthy.
Oh man.
What 5 offensive linemen and at what position would you like
Right now,
right now?
with the people, the humans that you have.
The humans that you have on this team.
Yeah, no drafting.
And let's
Don't
act like
cheat.
everybody's healthy. No drafting.
They
We're just
stay
talking
healthy.
specifically right now. They're all healthy.
Oh, it's easy for me. You have Cooper Beebe at center. You have Tyler Smith at left. With the people that you have.
Yeah,
people that you have right now.
Left guard, left tackle.
Oh my gosh.
Mother effer Jones. I would say, okay, keep Tyler Smith at left guard. Keep Tyler Smith at left guard. And out of your tackles, who is your best tackle right now? Tater Tots.
I mean,
Is your best left tackle?
this is no shade, by the way. This is no shade. We're just going off of what we've seen.
I mean, it's hard to say because part of me wants to say Chuma because of experience, but I thought Awesome Richards was showing some things. So
Yeah,
I'm
he's
like,
doing good.
maybe that's. But Tyler's really your best left tackle. So if you want to do that, then you can do.
Pick
You
one.
gotta pick one.
Okay.
You got this, you got
So
this.
Tyler Smith's your left tackle. I would.
Tyler Smith at left
Tyler
tackle.
Smith's your
Left
left tackle.
tackle or left
your
guard?
She
He's your
said
left
left
tackle.
tackle.
He's your best left tackle on the team.
Yeah, you
Okay.
got a good point.
All right, so who's your left
Good
guard?
point, sister.
TJ Bass.
At left guard?
Yes, that's where he's been playing. Well, that's where he was playing
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
when
yeah.
he had to.
Yes.
When
yes.
Tyler Smith was out. Tyler
Yes.
left guard.
Okay.
Cooper Beebe at center.
Okay.
Zach Martin at right guard. Terrence Steele at right tackle. Terrence Steele is your best right tackle. I don't even know where right tackle's gonna
Y'all
come
don't want to
from.
see.
I'm sorry I took so long. That
I
was
was
really
gonna say.
difficult.
So hold up, question. Let me ask this before I say my.
Yeah.
Five.
Go ahead.
Y'all don't want to see Tyler Guyton at right tackle.
You getting spicy, sister. I'm
just saying.
it's a very high possibility that might be a
My
thing. To me, in my mind, it's hard to flip sides, and he was in a way, he was 100% a projection period. Anytime you're talking about moving a guy from one
Yeah.
side to the other side, you guessing,
Yep.
wishing on a star, and so we ain't seen.
Jesus.
We ain't
Not
we
wishing
don't
on a
know.
star. We
Like
don't know.
that might be that might be a part of some of the issues that he's having. Is that it's just a difficult transition. You know, what
Yeah.
you think?
I'm gonna hurt some feelings,
Oh,
and this is no
goodness.
shade.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. All right.
They know. Come on, the players know. Like
They know where everything's
know-
at.
Yeah.
I know. We just haven't seen him in a while, so I just got to clarify.
Yeah.
Left tackle. I'm going to go with Chuma Edoga. I love me some Chuma. Like, Chuma's my dude. And not only that, like, we haven't seen anything other than Chuma when he's obviously coming in from injury.
Banged up, yeah.
And from what it sounds like, the injury that he just came off of was worse than what we had initially thought.
Yes.
Like, when I heard Mike talking about it, I was like, oh, dang. Okay.
It's definitely worse than what we.
It was
we
worse
thought
than
it
what we
was.
thought. So for him to come back like he did, I'm impressed. I'm gonna go Chuma, and like you said, Aisha, I like the experience that he does bring. I think with some cohesiveness and more actual reps, he would look cleaner, more stable, a lot better. I'm gonna go Chuma. I'm gonna go Tyler Smith, left guard, Cooper Beebe. I'm gonna go TJ Bass.
Why? With
Yeah.
with a healthy Zach Martin?
No, wait. We can't. We can't judge right now. No.
No,
I told we listen and we,
we
don't
don't
judge, Aisha.
With a healthy Zach Martin?
Here's
We
my
listen and we don't judge.
We listen, we don't judge.
don't judge.
Dang it.
Okay,
and then I'm going
fine.
Terrence Steele. Listen, we don't judge. Here's the thing. If Zach decided this year he was good and I did
he's
what
healthy.
I did.
He's healthy.
Okay, but in my world he decided he was done and he was happy with that decision. Okay. In my vision,
Listen and we don't judge.
well, okay, here's my other rebuttal against that. Look at how many contracts you have to re-sign if you want a similar team with the similar talent.
This is hypothetical.
We listen and we don't judge.
I'm not judging.
Dang.
We're sorry. We're not. For real. We're not judging. For
no,
real.
no.
Okay.
I also want to say too, with a player older and as primed as he is, yes, he starts healthy. ideally, you want him healthy for all of the games going forward in the season. Is that possible, even if he starts the season healthy? Like, that's...
She said, "You know what, man?
You're
y'all
stressing me out.
You,
No, it's fine. Sorry. Here's my
stressed.
5.
What is yours?
Here's my 5.
Because Aisha's stressing me out.
Here's my 5.
She's judging.
I'm
We
not
listen and we don't judge.
All right. So when my mama, no, just playing. You know, like, TikTok.
One time.
So here, left tackle.
Okay.
Jeez, here we go.
What you
You're
got?
scaring me.
Awesome Richards.
Oh, sister, you talking
I
to
knew
me?
you would
Speaking
go
my
there.
language, sister.
I knew you were going there.
Left guard. Tyler Smith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, we all agreed on one.
Center.
Oh, you're doing it. She's doing it. She's doing it. She's doing
The
it.
turn,
We
the
listen and we don't
the
judge.
next turn.
We listen and we don't judge.
Brock Hoffman.
Oh, you cooking?
I need the nastiest
Let her
at center
cook.
position that Brock
Okay, but who's your
Hoffman
right
needs.
guard?
Who's my
then?
right guard?
Who's your right guard?
Why are you turning? That's so dramatic.
Zach Barton.
Okay. We listen and we don't judge.
God, I thought you was gonna go Cooper Beebe.
Yeah,
sister.
no, me too. I thought she was
I
going
was
to
about
slide
to
him
say,
over.
you cooking, sister.
She was going to slide. I thought so too. Okay.
Nope, not
Okay.
doing it.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
We listen, we don't judge.
Right tackle.
Don't judge.
Jesus.
I'm gonna go.
See
This
how
is
hard
no
it
shade.
is?
This is no shade.
No, it's not.
This is
We know
no
it's not.
shade.
We know it's not.
At all. Love the guys. Oh,
Facts. Facts,
love the
Jackie.
guys. Love all of them. They're great.
Oh, Lord.
However, right tackle. I'm going Tyler Guyton.
Okay. She got
That's good.
creative.
That was good.
She got creative. I was trying to figure
I'm going to retweet that, except I'm swapping your right guard for Cooper Beebe.
That's people gonna get it hyped for that.
I like that.
I wasn't.
Well, we said they was all healthy. No injuries talked about, so I just said Zach
That's why I
Martin
was-
because, of
that's what I
course,
was
I
saying.
changed my rules because
You changed them.
No.
That's why I was changing the rules.
I am being realistic, guys.
No.
I'm being realistic.
See, that's why I was like,
Okay,
change the
okay,
rules.
but here's the thing. There's no injuries to begin with, but what if down the line
No,
there are?
this ain't no what ifs. It's they all
that's
healthy.
what I said. She overthinking it. You can't help it.
It's the Virgo in me.
Yes,
What can I say?
you was like, if this happened, carry the two. And
Then
if
I
didn't-
prepared.
I did girl math.
If somebody
I did
step
girl
on
math,
his
all right?
toe in week 6 and he can't play,
Girl, it happened.
no, you're right. I thought that the game was I was like,
All right,
wait,
well,
did I miss something? Because I would have spun it, sister. I would have
I
did like you.
Virgo-fied the game, so what do you want from me?
I'm
Couldn't
dead.
help it.
No.
All right, we're going to take our second break. We'll be
I'm
right
just a
back with
girl.
more Girls Talk Boys Talk presented by Invisalign.
When you're on the field, you know what it takes to lead your team and play with confidence. But that confidence shouldn't just stop at game time. It should follow you off the field, too. Join over 500 NFL players who trust Invisalign, the #1 doctor-recommended clear aligner brand. Ready to take the first step towards a smile you'll love? Visit Invisalign.com/NFL and find a doctor near you today. Transform your smile and take your confidence to the next level, both on the field and off.
Cowboys fans, when it comes to navigating the ever-changing world of tax, your business needs a partner it can trust to tackle even your biggest tax challenges. Ryan is the largest firm in the world dedicated exclusively to business taxes. Our team of tax professionals has local expertise in all areas of tax and can help you uncover savings opportunities you didn't know you had. Learn more about how Ryan can improve your overall corporate tax performance by visiting Ryan.com. Ryan, the official tax partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey y'all, Matt Pittman of Meat Church here. With football season kicking off, I'm already gearing up to bring the smoker back to AT&T Stadium for some epic tailgates. But with that Texas heat, it's crucial to keep my beer hand cramping cold. That's where Yeti's insulated Colster can cooler comes in clutch. This year, you can even get them with the iconic star engraved on the side. Licensed Yeti Cowboys gear is now available at Stadium Pro Shops, concessions, and on Yeti.com. Check it out today. Yeti, official cooler and drinkware of the Dallas Cowboys.
Discover Aiden, the official luggage partner of the Dallas Cowboys and Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Known for top-tier engineering and craftsmanship, Aiden offers more than just bags. Originating from Australia and designed in New York, it merges fashion, design, and culture. Used by Dallas Cowboys players, staff, and the entire organization, Aiden provides style and functionality for all travelers. Visit AidenTheBrand.com and use code AidenXCowboys for 25% off your purchase. Travel like your favorite stars with Aiden.
The Dallas Cowboys gift guide is here, and it's got everything you're looking for. This holiday season, grab winning gifts at a pro shop near you or log on to shop.dallascowboys.com, a Fanatics experience. All right, Aisha, we are going along with this we listen and we don't judge theme that we have created. Or y'all created because you were judging. But what do we say?
Understand.
No, there was... We don't need to go back. We look forward. We don't go back.
Right.
All right. Therapy is served well. Okay. We listen and we don't judge. Going based off of what you've seen so far this season, what do you feel like, I guess, your most prominent opinion has changed? So you started the season with one opinion about whether it be a position or something. And then what has changed throughout the course of it?
That's a good one. What has changed? I think coming into the season, I was very confident about the safety position. That has changed. That has changed with the culmination of Malik Hooker and Donovan Wilson. They did take a while to get the system, but also, too, you've had some injuries in that area as well. You know, Wanye Thomas has been dealing with concussion, yes?
Yes.
Dealing with a concussion.
Yes.
No, it wasn't concussion. What is it? That
He previously was concussion, but now
so what is this? Was more serious.
This
no?
was yes.
Why
it
did it
was,
slip me? Hold on, I have it here.
I have it. It's,
I have it. I think I have it here myself. My
sorry,
bad.
guys. There's so many injuries. Just really hard to keep up.
No,
with.
knee.
There we go.
A knee.
Yeah,
The
it
knee?
was concussion a couple of weeks.
What did
before.
he say was
prior.
wrong with it?
Huh?
The knee.
He was out for 2 to 3 weeks.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah,
I'm not trying to get sidetracked. But the
You're fine.
safety position, the depth there, you've had some injuries there. Marquise Bell got injured. He had to have, it's like, so it's like between the starters and the way that they've played this year, again, they've come along towards the end of the year. And then the injuries to the backups that you have, I think this is a position that you might need to address as well.
Yeah.
Safety is a
What
blinking
was the
light
question?
for me.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to pose it to you, Nicole. We listen and we don't judge. What opinion did you start the season off with that has changed throughout the course of the season?
What opinion did you start with at the beginning of the season? That's
So Aisha's
changed?
was her sense of security in the safety position.
This one's hard.
Yeah.
Makes you think.
That's good, though.
I'll go.
My opinion. You go first.
You want me to go? Give you time to steam on it because I just asked you. I'm going to go with...
You got one?
I got it. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
got
My
excited.
bad. Sorry, I had to
I saw it.
think a little bit. I thought originally that the tight end room was going to be one of the strongest on the team.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because of what Luke Schoonmaker had. He had flashes last year, and the confidence that when I talked to him media day, I felt like he had truly took what Jake Ferguson had been kind of helping him with, and like the confidence that he's instilled in him, and even Coach Linda Wells. I thought that he would kind of start off the season a little bit better than he did. Granted, opportunities weren't there all the way, but it kind of goes back to the safety position. The Stars have started to step up a little bit towards the end of the season. You've seen Luke Schoonmaker make some big plays towards the end of the season. I thought, and you also had John Stevens. You did not expect to get injured, so that kind of was a big blow to that room as well. I honestly thought the tight end room was going to be, if not the strongest, the second strongest.
I
on the
agree.
team.
I agree. We had
Yeah.
some expectations for Brevin Spann-Ford coming in as well. And
Yeah.
again, seems like he's gotten, a better hand on
Absolutely.
the offense and the blocking and stuff, but it took
Took a minute.
Took a while.
Forever.
To be honest, yeah, and that goes back to, I think, the offensive line play, too, which they haven't gotten to play a traditional tight end position because they've just been blocking their tails off all season.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with one. I started the season off very, very high on a wide receiver 3 position and that it needed to be established with Jalen Tolbert.
Come on, sister.
And at this point,
we talking football today.
it's a question mark. Who's your wide receiver 3? To me, it's Cavante Turpin.
Talk about it, sister. You better.
Yeah.
You better.
We listen and we don't judge.
We ain't judging on that one.
No,
That's a good one.
we not
No,
judging.
so you were judging my offensive
No,
line?
I wasn't.
Low key, we kind of
Just a
judging.
little bit.
We judging the position
Wow.
groups a little bit, but that's
Nah,
fine.
no,
That's
okay.
a good one.
Yeah.
You're
Change
right.
the rules, y'all.
Well,
That's all.
right. I had
Virgo.
expectations.
Virgo
I had
me.
expectations for Jalen Tolbert coming into this year
And
as well.
It's no shit on Jalen Tolbert. I just think Cavante found that boost of confidence that he needed to emerge himself into the wide receiver 3. I think Jalen Tolbert will have that moment. I just expected him to get the attention that Cavante Turpin had.
No, you're right.
But I thought the confidence was there from Jalen Tolbert.
I agree.
I thought it was there from off season when he was spending time with Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
I thought it was there at training camp. It seemed like he was there.
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know how much the play calling has favored him, though.
I agree.
Good point there,
I
too.
agree. Being a 3 receiver in this offense is hard because you also are playing with a progression quarterback.
Yeah.
Dak's going to go through his reads, and baby, if that first one's open, he's tossing it. If that second one's open, he's tossing it. Also, too, you mentioned the offensive line, which is a great point, is like how often is he getting to a third read?
Yeah.
And the only time that we have seen Jalen Tolbert kind of, recognize was like, he's been a big play threat down the field at times. He's made some great goal line grabs and clutch moments.
Yeah.
When his number's been called in these clutch moments, he's made the
He
moment.
does it.
But you haven't seen, to your point, you haven't got enough information on the consistency of him being a wide receiver 3. I need him to get through contact better. I just do.
Yeah.
And that's something. He's never been a fast guy,
Yeah.
but he has to find that balance. But you're 100% correct. I'm looking at wide receiver 3 as well. Like,
Yeah. Who is
what's
it?
gonna happen with Mingo?
Well,
we
and
have
even
no
then,
idea.
Yeah.
Who's technically wide
kid,
receiver
though.
2 because Brandon Cooks has been out.
About to go by himself, probably.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Hey, we
I
have
love
to
me-
do our
No,
sponsored
I love me.
segment.
Some
No.
Brandon Cooks. Not in a
We
bad
just
way.
don't know.
It's just,
We
we
just
just
don't
don't
know.
know. He's a free agent.
Yeah.
He's a free agent.
I just
There's
hate
a
the reality,
lot
gotta
of
say
free
it like that.
agents. There's not a lot of cap space. That's the reality of
They gonna
what's
have some
gonna
kiss
happen next
ash. They gonna have some kiss ash this off season. I'm telling you that.
Bye.
Munyon,
done with you.
big Munyon. They gonna have some money. They better spend some.
Well,
I beg of thee. Who we smiling about?
Who y'all smiling about?
Who's gonna make you smile?
brought to you by Invisalign.
Yes. I'm tired of this, heifer.
Ding ding. Go.
Wait, I wasn't ready.
You
should
got
go.
it, Mama.
go.
You go.
Who's gonna make me smile?
Who's gonna make you smile?
I had to think. It slipped my mind because we got so into this.
I'm looking for Maris Lewis to make me smile.
That's a good one.
He's coming in DeMarion Overshown's place. He's been playing most of this season, kind of playing the backfield, doing the dirty work. This is his opportunity to get his number called and make some of those plays in the backfield and stuff like that. I'm looking for Maris Lewis to make me smile.
Eric Kendrick is actually questionable too. So
Ooh, there you go.
Barnacles. What you got, Mama?
I'm going with Mozzie Smith. It's been a little bit of a quiet few weeks for Mr. Mozzie. I want to see some emergence from Mozzie in this. I think, like we're just talking about, this is probably the most favorable matchup to kind of take advantage of a little bit. I'm going to go Mozzie. I'm going to give Mozzie the benefit of the doubt this week. I want to see more of him, even if it's not the flashy stats that show up on a sheet. I just want to see better Mozzie play, and it'll make me smile if he does.
Slow and steady with him. He's
getting there. Yeah.
He is.
I'm torn between two people right now.
Okay, Muffin.
Who is
what
it?
you got?
I'm gonna go
She's always so dramatic.
I know.
because I have to be done.
No, you don't.
It just makes me me.
We love you for that.
I'm gonna go. Which one?
Loading.
I'm gonna go Cooper Rush. I'm gonna say I need him. Well, I need him to make me smile. I'm gonna go there.
A need and a want are two different
I'm sorry.
things.
I'm gonna go need is Cooper Rush because maybe them throws last week, I was a little concerned. I need the timing to be a little bit better. Don't rush them throws. Don't rush them.
Not you making eye contact.
And who I want to make me smile, Kevontae Turpin.
Yay.
Yeah, we didn't see him get his first touch till the second half last week, and that kind of threw me off a little bit.
Actually
'cause
wild.
That was the defense to kind of exploit with his speed. But you also have another defense that you could exploit with his speed Sunday. So, yeah, I'm looking for Kevontae Turpin. Big smiles. All right, Bryce Morrison, Jess Tavares, Nicole Hutchinson. We'll see y'all back here next week.
Bye.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!